Take a look at your screen right now. We're looking at dramatic images of a brush fire in the woods at the Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. Now, the fire broke out around 12:30 this afternoon, started around 100 acres. It's spread now to more than 300. Smoke drifting at this hour right now across the Kennedy Space Center from the fire about a mile from the press site at the Kennedy Space Center. Joining us now, News 13's Greg Pallone, and you're there at the Kennedy Space Center. It's been hours now that we've seen smoke behind you. Any relief in sight?
Not so far, although firefighters here tell us that they have the fire mostly contained. They're just trying to get hot spots to burn themselves out. And with the winds that have been persisting throughout the afternoon hours here at the Kennedy Space Center, it's been really tough to do that, but they certainly have taken an attack on this with 2 helicopters dropping water, 3 brush trucks on the ground, and countless firefighters out here as well, trying to get a hold of this fire, which has been billowing smoke in and around the Kennedy Space Center all afternoon long. This started just about 12:30, and we saw the actual plume of smoke over the wood line ourselves here from the press site. It's been fueled by steady winds. It could be seen for miles, this plume, all throughout the afternoon, and draped a good portion of the Space Center, continues to, including the water basin in front of the press complex. Those helicopters have been dropping water. These firefighters are from U.S. Fish and Wildlife, FWC, and NASA. They're working on this to knock it down. Smoke has never made its way out to Pad 39A, where Shuttle Endeavour stands ready for its Friday launch. For those of you, those here, though, to cover Endeavour's final liftoff, they had a front row seat for the fire, which has now burned for hours.
Yeah, but this has got really good potential to keep going through these marshlands here, and depending if they can't keep it from jumping the waterway from there, then they're really going to have problems. And like I said, there could, who knows? If this thing keeps going for another 2 days, could have effects delaying the shuttle.
We have been told from NASA Public Affairs here at KSC that they do not expect this smoke nor this fire to impact Endeavour's launch coming up on Friday afternoon. Firefighters here on the scene have told us they expect the conditions to improve as they continue to drop water on this fire. They'll have to monitor it overnight, and they are confident that the conditions will be much, much clearer tomorrow and will not affect any pre-launch activities that are taking place. But again, the winds continue to swirl out here at the Kennedy Space Center as Endeavour poised on the pad, ready for that final launch, Beth. And imagine that a fire taking place here on the Wildlife Refuge, where the Kennedy Space Center is, very close to the pad, at least a few miles. Bit of cause of concern, and certainly they got on this very quickly to try to knock it down.
All right, News 13's Greg Pallone reporting from the Kennedy Space Center.